Sitting out here with my sheeps. It's such a beautiful day. I came out to check on the goats. Ooh, a lot of sun. I came out to check on the goats just because we have about maybe 3 weeks until I think they're going to start kidding, and so I just like to start assessing where they started from as far as their bag size and their pins and stuff like that, just to so I get a baseline so I can notice changes. So I'm out here. I also want to look over just here I'm going to show you the goat shelter over winter. We do like deep bedding, so we just keep piling up the hay. And so let me show you. Let me flip this around here and see if I can. Okay, so you can see, like, I mean, I don't know if you can see, but this is like a ramp from what flows out. And then like, so from top to bottom there, I could go stand there and see if people can see, like, usually like I can stand there. And so anyway, it is quite full, needs to be cleaned out, but we usually wait till the spring to clean it out. But I'm thinking with kidding coming, I don't know, we gave them more hay this year than last year or what, inside the shelter, but last year I don't feel like it was quite as deep. So this year I feel like we need to clean it out before kidding, or else figure out something else. I wish we had a nice goat barn to kid in. I wish we had space for stalls, and someday we'll have these things, but not right now. Right now I'm gonna let them out to graze with the cows a little bit, and I like it. They don't go in the forest as much in the winter, which I wish they did. There's less snow in the forest. I don't know if they know that, but they like to eat pine needles to help with parasites. I do need to get remake some worming powder or buy some, but I've been making it. I might be out of some of the ingredients, so we'll see. It is that time. I'm feeling spring fever with this beautiful sunshine, and I just want to get to the next things, you know, the kidding season and cleaning out. It's way too early. It's mid-February, not even yet mid-February, but it's how I'm feeling. Now let's go visit the sheep. Problem is, this used to be like ice steps. Well, I mean like snow steps. Now it's just mud. How am I gonna get down there? All right. Let's see. Kind of try to go backwards down the hill here. All right. There we go. I think I managed it. We were kind of reminiscent this year, cleaning up. We had the chickens in this area with this electric fence, and before it snowed, just none of us thought of it out here. We moved the chickens into the chicken coop, and then nobody came out and picked up all the electric wire, so it's under the snow and it's been buried there all winter. I really hope none of the poles are broken, because it did kind of just bend under the weight of the snow, because that would be really bad. Those are kind of expensive fences. But then, I think I talked about this before, but we set up this pen for Colson because, you know, he's been being a little bit of trouble. Just kind of weird livestock guardian dog behavior, which is, I mean, it's not weird, it's common for young livestock guardian dogs to nip at your smaller livestock. And he's gotten a hold of a sheep and a goat, and so anyway, nobody's had anything super detrimental, but to help keep him friendly with them, we've put up this pen here, and then he can be with them but not touch them. And so let's go visit our sheep friends today. Hi, Hamish. Can we visit you? I know you went out, but come on. We're keeping these guys in because the sheep and the goats aren't getting along so well. Oh shoot, I forgot my treats. I did bring you treats, but like Hamish got a little cut on his head because he was butting one of the female goats, and they go head to head, and they actually both cracked their skulls. So we don't want to do that. Hi, Basil. So she is the one that the dog got a hold of. She's doing fine, but he pulled out, like, I don't know if I'll be able to see, like, see on the side of her head. Come here. I don't know if I'm pointing it right, but on the side of her head, there is no wool. I had treats and I left them up there. We've been using the goat milk stand for, gosh, that lies awful, for storing hay in over the winter. It's been easier to feed the goats and sheep if we can just load it up in here. I brought myself a jar of alfalfa pellets to feed the sheep. We're trying to tame them so we can milk them and shear them. But I told the boys, I said, this may be the last time we can put hay in here for the winter because goats are about 3 weeks away from kidding, and we need the space to be able to start practicing with them in the milk stand. And so I can't have hay in there anymore. Now, I fell climbing up the hill here because the snow is extremely, extremely wet, and it just caves sometimes. So let's see if I can go down the hill again without falling. Okay. Anyway, but we believe the sheep also should be maybe 3 or 4 weeks from lambing. Honestly, we don't, we never saw an actual breeding, like, time. Sheep are maybe a little more antisocial when it comes to that. Goats don't seem to care where or when they make babies, but we have not noticed the sheep. So, what we're hoping is that they're pregnant, which actually, they look pregnant. Like, they're bigger than they were. She is quite big. I was going to try to get a shot from on top. I'll wait till I'm feeding them. But you can see, you might be able to see from this angle that this is Basil. She's missing some wool on the side of her head. Hamish, you're just so sweet. Everything says don't be sweet to rams, but oh my gosh, she's so sweet, I can't take it. Hi. Did you eat them all already? That was fast. That was very fast. See, Apricot's the most skittish, so she will always wait till the end. And then she loses out on the snacks. So, from up top, you can kind of notice how wide they are. Yeah, so lambing, hopefully, also in the next month. I mean, we've been trying to watch bag size, because they are fluffy. It's hard to really tell, but Apricot is definitely pregnant. I'm pretty sure Basil is. They just look wider than they used to, and so we're just watching them to see, because they'll start bagging up when they get closer. Other thing is, we're supposed to shear them before they lamb. Mostly, I mean, you don't have to, but it reduces the mess in the wool, since once we shear them, we have to clean the wool, and it's going to be a pain to get all the grass out. So because of where Coulson got Basil on the side of the head, she has a bald spot, but also some of the wool around it continues to shed. So when I come out here and I feed them, I grab a little bit of it, and I have a little pile going inside that I'm kind of trying to clean. But I'll tell you, picking the grass out of this is a bear. I need to read about how to do it on a larger scale, because I do intend to try to process all our wool ourselves this year. I know a lot of people, especially in the beginning, will send it away. We just don't have the money for that, and I'd really like to try to clean it and card it and spin it, and then use it as yarn. The problem is I'm scared, and I guess I'm scared of wasting it. I guess maybe I won't be as scared of wasting it when I have a lot of sheep and wool and I'm always getting big amounts of wool. But right now, you know, it costs like $40 for a little ball of roving, which is kind of already cleaned and carded wool that you can learn to spin. And I'm not willing to waste it on yarn that's not going to be good. I've never spun before, and so I'm afraid it's not going to be good. And so anyway, there it is. I'm afraid. I know it just takes jumping in and practicing, because all of this is scary. I mean, we just jumped in and we just did it, and we just make mistakes, and some of them are costly, you know, like cows that get stuck in fences. That's costly, but I just need to try. And winter was the time to try it, but it's been a long, hard winter, so maybe it wouldn't have been as hard as if I had a few hobbies. But anyway, you're so beautiful, sheeps. Look at the ducks sitting over there sunning themselves. Aren't they majestic? Also, we have a goat that was coming to check us out because I had alfalfa, and she wandered off. I don't know why she doesn't go eat. There's a big pile of hay over there with the cows. The guys are down fixing the fence. I don't know if you can see them. They're way over. I don't know if you can see them right in there fixing the fence, because it was still so snowy and cold and frozen after Carla went down that we just propped a cattle panel up and left it. Well, yesterday the cows figured out that basically it's weak, and the wires around it weren't totally shorn up, but the big hole was filled in with a cattle panel, so they basically jumped the short wire and got out. So it's time to shore it up, because they're still winter. It's not time to start grazing them yet. All the snow has melted up the hillside, and they could go looking for grass up there, but we still have so much snow and frozen that it's just not worth getting them back out on grass yet. So we still want to keep them in their pen for the rest of winter, at least until there's a good enough patch of grass out there that they can start foraging. Spring is in the air, and I know everyone up here is saying false spring. We can't get too excited about false spring, because it's gonna get cold again. It's still winter. It's still cold at night. We wake up in the morning and it's still really cold, but we just have spring fever.